Hello guys, it's me, I'm Dark Crow slash Maxwell Mueller, and here we got Motlen Foxy Kid, aka Matthew.
Hello.
Yeah, and we're doing another another podcast about Secret of the Mimic. Yep, and we're gonna talk, and since Secret of the Mimic just came out, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna say what we think of it, and mostly theories and Fnaf lore stuff. Yeah. Yep. So, yep. And also, real quick, there's gonna be no talking about the secret ending, cause Matthew here, my buddy, he likes to play the games. I usually watch someone else play the game, and he's trying to try to don't spoil himself and try to find out what the secret ending is for himself. So he's gonna yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. Yep, because Matthew wants to get surprised, and I got a Xbox message.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So now let's begin with Matt. Do you want to start with theories, or do you want to start what you think of the game and what was like your favorite?
I guess how I think of it.
Yeah, I'll let you go first because you played the game mostly. So
You play as a character Arnold Fnaf Entertainment. You go into some mana and find the main one that always jump scares you. The Mimic!
The Mimic!
It's obvious because it's really the title of the game.
Yeah. And also real quick about Arnold, and you might be wondering, why is Arnold going into a factory that's gonna have a deadly animatronic that can fit into any costume and try to kill him? Well, apparently apparently he's getting a $25 gift card.
Yep, and probably in that year where he was at $25 means a lot.
I don't think it was mean a lot. Like if they said $25 gift card, so I feel like I know it's a lot. I think I feel like if we get that $25 gift card and bring it here, it would be lower, maybe less, maybe.
And I think what I heard Fnaf Entertainment is blackmailing Arnold.
Oh yeah, he's blackmailing them. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's his shush history?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, he might have looked up something, and he doesn't want anyone to see. Yeah,
or his truck, because he did say Fnaf Entertainment will repo his truck.
Yeah. Well, no, actually van, but yeah. And I have a feeling he's one of those people that just live in their van. I have a feeling.
Yeah, same.
Also, and Matthew, would you like to share who you like the most in the game?
Well, mostly the Mimic. Mostly sometimes.
Yeah, I think the Mimic is basically the only character in that game.
And the Mimic goes into different suits.
Yep, he goes into almost all of the suits / characters that we see in the game, except for a couple.
And one more, the Mimic is fast.
Oh yeah, fast. He is, yeah, especially in
3 seconds. 3 seconds and boom, you're dead.
Yeah, especially in the true ending with of the Mimic basically becoming a amalgamation of the FNAF 1 animatronics. Oh boy, jeez, he's like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's gotta go fast. I thought him as Jackie was fast. Apparently not.
Speaking of Jackie is based off the puppet, but a clown version of the puppet.
Yep.
And he is awfully creepy. And you can possibly see what Jackie is doing on top. He's giving us the death stare, like he's going to kill us.
Oh yeah, right, no. I'll show you. Man, I did let you know. I kind of cut out the image thing next to us. I accidentally didn't put that up, but don't worry, I'll put that up as a thumbnail thing.
Alright, and you'll see what you guys mean.
Yeah, it's mostly just like the game cover, but yeah, he's basically just doing like a death stare. Like,
Right.
You touch my brownies, I must kill you.
And Jackie kept out his box, and he said a lot of creepy lines.
Like, let's play!
And
without a laugh.
Come get your birthday hug.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, you usually like a lot of like, I guess, friendly ones, but obviously you know, birthday hug, meaning he's gonna choke you to death.
Yep.
And not play, no, he's gonna play with you like a stuffed animal and just throw you around.
And torture.
Oh, jeez, no, jeez. I bet we don't go to the torture pod yet, because the mimic is violent, especially M1.
And one thing, I do not like how Jackie he beat up that mailman animatronic.
And come on, the mailman dude, he's just doing his job.
Yeah.
He was like, mail, hello there, clown-looking thing. And Jackie was like, "Rrr!" And the mailman, oh no, who's gonna count all my mail?
Yeah. And we kind of did. It was kind of like the Huggy Wuggy chase by Fnaf.
Yeah, also, if people don't know who Huggy Wuggy is, he's basically knockoff Cookie Monster from Poppy Playtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's now a FNAF character.
Also, now we're gonna go to our next animatronic we're gonna talk about. Big Pop.
But real quick, can I talk about what I think of the game?
Sure.
Yeah, so I didn't play the game. Matthew here, he played the game, so he knows more of the game experience. But I'm doing it on my side of the story. I'm doing like, for my side, it's gonna be mostly the story of it. For me, I like it because it's something different.
Yep.
You know, like Secure Bridge, I like it. Okay. Help Wanted games, I like it that they added VR versions too. But one thing I did feel about the game, it kind of felt the same. So I did like it that Steel Ward did something different, like a different theme. So yeah, I do like that because I think I did like it, seeing like I guess circus clowns chasing you.
And don't forget about Mob Studios.
Yeah.
The other creator that helped Scott Cawthon.
Wait, Mob Games?
Yeah.
Mob's Games did not had nothing to work
the other
on.
creator that helped Scott Cawthon.
Mom's Game didn't. Mob Games did not help Scott Cawthon.
Well, I feel dumb.
It's okay if you get confused with game studios and stuff like that. Like Disney owns everything now, basically. Like, what is the true question I have about Disney, what they own? What thing Disney has that they don't own?
What?
I don't know. Because Disney owns literally every little bit of everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah. About to get back onto topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in my opinion, the game, I do wish, I do hope that there's gonna be future games, like future FNAF games, like Secret of the Mimic. So yeah, Now, Matthew, we can talk about your beloved Big Top.
Alright, Big Top is just a rip-off version of DJ Music Man.
Well, technically, DJ Music Man is a rip-off of Big Top, because in the timeline, Big Top came out before DJ Music Man.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, so actually, Big Top is the original.
Yeah, and Big Top only has one line.
Ticket, please! Tickets!
Please.
Yeah, just ticket, please. That's just added some more ticket stuff
And
to it.
he kind of makes me think of a ringmaster a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like a ringmaster, and also his whole body, like his torso area, is just like a ticket booth, and his arms, all spider arms, and his head. DJ Music Man with a big mustache and a top hat.
And it feels like Big Top, his mouth, it kind of looks like a shredder a little bit.
I think it's like a type of. I think it's like a music. I think it's kind of like a wind up music box parts. Like I think those are kind of like parts from like a music box, like kind of like a 70s one, I guess.
Yeah, I think kind of beating him is really easy a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to complete 3 mini games, and after you beat those mini games, teams circusing is gonna go black.
It's gonna
be a bunch of Americans that if you bump into, they'll talk, and Big Top is gonna try to find you.
Yeah, then Big Top and then there'll be a chase scene with him, I guess, with all his arms just sticking out of the ceiling, floor arms and stuff, try to get you and stuff.
And then there goes Big Top's death.
Yeah, when the player faces, when Arnold faces with Big Top basically, well, like, I guess it's like, be like, hey buddy, I'm gonna get you. Wait a minute, I forgot. I'm too heavy. Oh no, collapse. Like, basically, it's just the whole room and just collapsed because Big Top was, like, I guess, sliding. So, yeah, Arnold survives, but Big Top, he gets crushed. So, and revealing his, like, endoskeleton.
Yup.
Then is like the doll, and then Miss Dolly.
Don't forget about the spring locks, like in that.
Oh yeah, real quick, Matthew, can I cover the spring locks one because I'm more in the lore one.
Sure.
Yeah. So in the game, you actually can wear spring lock suits. Yes, actually you can wear spring lock suits. You can walk around in them. So yeah, you can basically pretend you're William Afton killing kids, but instead there's no kids. Like I get, yeah, like the first Springlock suit, there's like a lion pirate one with like a cannon on. I don't remember his name. Matthew, do you know what his name is or?
No. When I
think it's just Captain.
The little puppet thing just called him Captain.
Yeah, I think his name is just Captain. I'm just gonna I would call him Captain Lion because he's a lion.
Captain Lion.
Yeah, Captain Lion. Oh, you mateys, I'm Captain Lion with like a cannon for arms.
You know what? His name is Captain Lion. No wonder he lies.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so also real quick to mention, there's actual fun. You can wear the original Fred Benz Spring Bonnie Springlock suits.
And now you can Borax like William Afton.
Yeah. There's also apparently Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy. They were apparently they were originally supposed to be Springlock suits.
But no, because
of the Byte 83, they had to get rid of the Springlocks.
You know what, dude?
Yeah, I think right now, or it was because too many people were dying in the Springlock suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do know in one of the tape recording, Edwin mentioned about like Henry William and him just like getting teenagers to wear the suit. Well, actually, he only mentions of Henry. I don't think he mentions of William. So there's a chance that actually Henry founded Fazbear Entertainment. But when Edwin died, I guess William Afton replaced Edwin's like position in Fazbear Entertainment. I have a feeling that's the chance. I have a feeling that's might be. I think that's how it might have worked, but. Now, Matthew, you can go to, well, Miss Dolly.
Fine. Nurse Dolly is basically a nurse and a doll, but this nurse will probably be your worst goddamn nightmares.
Yeah, apparently, she was, I guess she's in charge of the recycling, like, the recycling area, where I guess Edwin in his factory uses like recycled old parts into new ones, and Miss Dolly was in charge of that. Also, I guess she's the one that cleans out the springlock suits when people, well, you know, do a William Afton, not the child murderer, but the springlock suit.
Springlock scene.
Yeah.
And then I think the mimic controls Nurse Dolly, like, basically do some possessed something.
Yeah, like with like the M1 program, because there will be a because while you, I guess, fighting with Nurse Dolly, she does fall into like, I guess, a pot of like lava or something, like a pool of lava. But then she escapes, melted. Then there's a chasing, then she gets crushed by Evelator because apparently she was tampering with the Evelator, and they have to fix, and she gets crushed and stuff by it.
I'm just still shocked how someone survives lava.
Well, she's an animatronic, metal is like tougher than human skin or human flesh. Yeah, I'm impressed on the lava going to a programming, unless, well, I guess the M1 program was possessing her, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so, Matthew, what's after Nostali?
I think it's Chica.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And also Chica, you can see the original Chica, and apparently and if any of you heard of Chica's Party World in FNAF lore, well, Edwin Murray was the one that created it. I guess like a birthday party thing for kids. And Chica was a solo act.
With her cupcakes.
Yep.
Speaking of cupcakes.
And Mr. Cupcake had legs with rollerblades. Or skates, yeah.
And if you get close to the cupcake will stab you with its candle.
And that's the reason why in the FNAF movie, Mr. Cupcake didn't have legs.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but it does explain, but yeah, it does show that, well, I guess with Chica, that, Edwin Murray was the one that created most of the FNAF characters that we see today. But I guess when he died, Henry and Williams just took his stuff and called it their own and stuff, so. Yep.
Alright, now here comes my least favorite character, Tiger Rock.
Oh yeah, Tiger Rock. Okay, so if any of you are familiar with the books, you will be able to see Tiger Rock, like the white tiger dude. And apparently there's like a type of like illusion type of thing of like a giant like Tiger Rock plushie thing, I guess. I mean like costume or whatever.
And this theory might be right. David might be Tiger Rock or possesses him.
Yeah, that's my idea, but that could be true though. I guess that's kind of our theory though, because I told you
when you see him, you can hear like a kid laughing.
Yeah, that's why I came up with the theory. Yeah, so that's how the theory came up, because we thought like because since we heard kids laughing and stuff, and I guess read like movements because when Tiger Walk, when he moves, kind of like just he doesn't do steps or anything like that. He kind of like I guess
Teleports.
like teleports, yeah. And we do know for some characters when possessed they do sometimes those type of stuff. So Tiger Rock is probably David.
Yep, and it was creepy when I played it, when I first saw Tiger Rock. It was creepy.
And also we do know that David did had a Tiger Rock plushie, so. Up. And now after that we get towards to the ending, and there's actually 3 different possible endings, but I'm not gonna say the secret ending, so because of Matthew, so there's actually 2 endings. The first ending, that's titled the bad ending, that you returned the data driver, okay, a thing that you will use. But basically the main purpose of the like the reason why you had to go into the factory to collect the mimic like data thing, the blueprints onto like a data driver. So you so you could either return the data driver or you can access like a secret like open passageway. But if you do return the data driver, is you go home, go into your van, and well, Matthew, I get you can do it. You can cover what happens next.
The mimic goes in your car.
Yeah, basically the mimic is like, "Hello there, I'm gonna eat you," yeah, or something like that. Also, it gets revealed that like dispatch, the person that you talk to, like the dispatch, okay, I guess your manager. Like he also talks to you in like he also talks to you while you're in the factory. He calls you and be like, "Oh no, we've been trying to call you all night. What happened?" And apparently the dispatch dude, and apparently the dispatch dude you were talking to, well, it wasn't dispatch.
Nope.
Also, you get fired and get sued and stuff because you lost like company property and stuff. So.
Yep, and now for the other ending.
Yep. For the other ending, you go into like a secret passageway, and the dispatch, well, I guess fake dispatch, keep telling you to don't go in there and stuff.
Yeah, and then you'll head back to the welcome show in the vent.
Yeah, and there's like but apparently there's also an elevator and stuff, so you go down. But then, well, Big Top comes back like William Afton.
Yup.
Yep, then he gets crushed again. And same thing that happened last time happens again, so.
Yep. And then we head to Fredbear's family diner.
I know, I think it was like hey, what was it, Fredbear's family diner? Or was it actually just gonna be like a new location? Yeah. It's probably Fredbear's diner or like a new Freddy Fazbear pizzeria, because you mentioned about Freddy Fazbear's pizza, so maybe that was about. So basically, if it's Fredbear's family diner or Freddy Fazbear's pizza underground. It's like whatever it is, it's actually apparently under the factory. You go in it, and when you turn on the lights, well, the mimic comes out of the trash pile and be like the FNAF 1 machination thing, and tried to kill you and stuff, and ditch Pat, and also there's a bunch of spring lock suits you have to go in to open the door to something that, so basically.
And I thought Dispatch was in the office, but it wasn't actually Dispatch. It was Fiona.
And real quick, Edward Murray, he had a son named David, and he had a wife named Fiona. And apparently and also, throughout, I guess, one of the tapes, she mentioned about going to Fall Fest, and Matt, you probably know about Fall Fest, what happened to it towards the end of Help Wanted 2. It gets burned down and get caught on fire.
Yep, so probably someone did arson.
Yeah, and Fiona died in the Fall Fest fire. And but apparently she lived as like a computer data thing.
Yep. And then there's also another animatronic just like M1. M2.
Yeah, actually, the mimic we've been dealing with was M2, and also M1 was actually the mimic that was Glitch Trap, and the mimic one that we and M1 was the mimic that we saw in Security Breach Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does explain so it does, I guess, explain for some book stuff, because I do know from some of the books there's more than one mimic stuff, more mimic models. So
Yup.
and yep, and also but then I guess you get a task from Fiona to, I guess, shut down or slash fix M1.
Yep. And there's also these tape or film records that leads to David's past.
Yeah, mostly at the end of it is like a code to like Edward and Millie's office. Yeah, like the first, I think, like one of them was basically just a happy family, like just basically Fiona, David, and Edward being this happy family and stuff. One of them being David being sad about the death of like their mother. But I think the last one was that, well apparently after Fiona's death, Edward basically is using M1 to be like a new mother figure for David.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, that kind of shocked me there, 'cause I thought like for a second, like, was M2 like what was like David's mother this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought that, yeah. But no, M1, I guess, was being a mother figure to David when Fiona died.
And I might have a feeling how David died.
Oh, we already know how he died from the books. He died too, like he died in a car accident with like a van running him over.
Yep, and then Edwin Murray got mad and starting to abuse them too.
And I guess blaming himself because he shouldn't have let like a machine basically take care of his son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also, in one of the tapes later, it gets revealed that M2, well, let's say, committed arson on. Well, Matthew, you want to say who?
On the Fall Fest?
No, Edward Murray.
Oh yeah, I think he
because it seemed like M2 started a fire in his office, and that killed Edwin Murray. And so yeah.
Edwin Murray's fault how David got killed.
Yeah.
Because he should have just watched him as a real father.
Yeah, but he also had to work though. He worked in a factory and everything, so he had to take care of his father's factory, because Edwin had a factory like that was originally his father's, and he had to take care of it. And it was a big factory, so he couldn't just give it up. So. And it also, I guess, like I guess it would be David's factory too when Edwin would die.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was just a tough. So yeah, so he's made the mimic. This is tried. So he's just used M2 to just try babysit, and so. Okay, and towards the end of the true ending, basically the whole like factory thing catches on fire and like I guess exploding and imploding or whatever.
Like in every FNAF ending, sometimes.
Yeah, basically every FNAF ending is like some type of fire or disaster that happens.
Yep, always at the end. Like Security Breach, FNAF 3.
Fnaf 6 / Pizzeria Simulator.
Them.
And also one of the mini games in Help Wanted 2.
And in that one too, there's one mini game I hate.
What?
Floor Gallery.
Ah, here's a new.
I know.
Alright, and so and when I guess you run back to your van, basically a bunch of mini animatrons try to chase you down and stuff.
Then the Mimic comes and actually steals the
Data driver.
Timer.
Yeah, also he does crash your van and flip it over, so, and also Arnold does die again.
So we know M2 is basically super strong.
Yeah, and if the true ending is really the, I guess, true ending to the timeline, then what happened to M2?
I don't know.
Yeah, because, yeah, so I do have a feeling the secret ending that we'll do next would be the true ending. Yeah, but we're not going to talk about too much, but let's maybe talk about some stuff about M1, though, real quick.
So all we know we saw that M1 tricked Cassie all the way down.
Yep. And he was glitch trap / burn trap too. Pretty much, I guess, the main villain. Since Help Wanted. Yeah, it wasn't really It was the M1 program / the Mimic.
Yep.
And also, I guess it does explain though why there's, and also I guess with and also with with the Secret of the Mimic, it does explain why there was some of Edwin Murray's costumes and stuff down there. It explains, yeah.
Yep.
And also it does explain why, and I guess with them being two different mimics, it does explain why one of them looked different and the other looked entirely different too. Does explain why two of them look different.
They can both do like the same thing, what they could all do with mimics. They mimic voices.
And also there's a chance it's probably like an M3 or something like that. Yeah, because according to the books, there's actually more than there's like a couple more, but not all the books are actually like canon to the timeline, so we might actually not know. So, and also with fun fact, if you want to do the secret ending, you have to complete a mini game called Moon.exe.
Yep, and you need all the collectibles.
Yeah, to actually like progress through it. So.
Then you get like the glitch permissions, and that's all I know about that ending.
Now, also fun fact: the glitch permission you actually get it from Fiona. That's not a spoiler though, because like that Sun character. Like that same image was on the computer screens when we meet Fiona.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, when we play that part again, go to like the television screens in that same room, and it should show kind of like that same Sun fixture thing like you've seen when it grants you the glitch permission thing. Like I can send you a clip of it. So I can look at it. Okay. And Matthew, do you think that's all, or do you want to say some more stuff?
I think that's all, Matt.
Yep. So we'll do a part 2 of this, of the secret ending of Secret of the Mimic.
Once I
Because
found out
that's where most of the lore stuff will be explained. That's when we'll talk about the secret ending, and also the lore and stuff, like more of the secrets of the mimic stuff. There's a lot of secrets. But that's where we're gonna do more theories, probably.
Yep.
Yep. So. That's up. That's the mail. Probably gonna play Fortnite now.
Yep.
Yep, we're probably gonna crank knives on these people.
Yeah, we're gonna crank
Even though we don't really play like build mode, well, real zero build players, but that doesn't really matter. But hope you guys are enjoying Secret of the Mimic, like Matthew is.
It will make more broadcasts like this in the future, right, Matt?
Yep. Now I got like when there's some new I guess when there's gonna be some new maybe for movies or like new video games or like whatever. Maybe we could do one with with Fortnite.
And we'll
we could
do ones that you comment on.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, like we could do one. Yeah. Also we might do a separate channel for both of us for us just doing these like collab stuff. Like collabs and stuff. So. Yeah, but that's probably all now. Yep. Catch all of the Dark Crow fans and Motlen Foxy Kid fans in the future.
Yep.
Now, as you'll say your goodbyes, and I'll say my goodbyes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.